Au pied du Comment vous avez atterri ici?
Eh ben, j'ai fait la thèse aux États-Unis. J'étais à dans l'université de
Today we have the France presentation. We've been waiting for this presentation for a very long time. Today to present is Dr. Mathieu Richaud. He's from France, and he's an assistant professor with the Earth and Environmental Sciences Department. So, Dr. Richaud, over to you.
Thank you. Like was told a few seconds ago, I'm a professor here, so I'm kind of used to being in front of a classroom, but I have to admit that this is a bit different, so I'm a bit anxious. The first slide that you see here is probably a good picture of France in terms of the buildings, the monuments that we have, but from like the Southern part with Marseille at the top, all the way to your iconic pictures with the Eiffel Tower, for instance. And I must admit that when I accepted to present and talk about France, that was my idea. I wanted to do something about the monuments that we have back home. But then I quickly realized that this was a bit cliche in the sense that I'm sure that a lot of you know about France, and you could learn about monuments just very well on either TV or watching any or reading any magazine. So I kind of like struggle a little bit to try to find something that will be different from the usual cliches and stereotypes about France. And last week, the presentation about Norway was just very good. And again, having that central theme about the explorations gave me a desire to try to do something different as well. Quick picture of the Arc de Triomphe, the Arc of Triomphe that was built by Napoleon I. And just for the quick story, France is now part of the EU, so every time we have the French flag flying somewhere, we need to have the European Union flag as well. And the irony here is that when Napoleon built the Arc de Triomphe, that's when he was ruling over Europe, and I guarantee that the last thing that he would have liked is to see the French flag next to another flag, unless it would have been at the top of that European Union. So I find that a bit like a little bit ironic somewhere. Starting in 1812, following the example of Richaud from Josier, people from the valley started to then migrate to Mexico. You have a migration phase between 1812 to 1870. And again, because they were pretty skilled in terms of their entrepreneurships, they decided to build a lot of large department stores in Mexico. They had a network of representatives across the country as well, and a lot of trading posts with England and France. Great expansion between 1870 and 1880. At the time, the administration of the current president of Mexico, the Barcelonettes, so the people coming from Barcelonette, and the valley in general, starting to expand and control most of the textile industry in Mexico. An overlook of Josier, that's the cemetery, higher than the rest of the town. Then this is the church tower. And then the Château des Bagnons that we just looked at is right here. As you take the road, the Villa Morella would be at the entrance, so somewhere on the other side of that picture right here. And then as you follow the road, then you can continue that way, and then you go to another valley called L'Arche. Otherwise, you can take a right here and then take a road. And as you take the road, then you go through that valley right here called Restefond. And then my village is right here. So we kind of like, you know, overlooking everybody. Again, this is Josier by during the winter. We are a bit higher than Barcelona, so we have a little bit more snow than they do. During the summer as well, and over the last few years, the city has tried to revitalize the downtown, so a lot of colors. You can see part of the church right here, which was rebuilt. The roof was leaking, and then donations were made so that we could build the church again. Again, as you follow that road, then you'll get to my village, and this is the lower part right here. I don't have, unfortunately, a picture. My family lives on the upper part of that village. Again, like every village in France, we have a church and a bell tower. Lots of farming, as you can see. Again, the same picture right here during the winter. Then right here you have some of the tallest mountains that we have in the valley. They're towering just above 3,000 meters, so about 10,000 feet high. Then as you pass my village, then you'll continue on that road, and that road will then lead all the way to a pass, and the pass is the highest drivable pass in Europe, at about 2,800 meters above sea level. We welcomed the Tour de France a couple of years ago, 2008, where it led from Cuneo in Italy, then went all the way to Josier, so it went through that pass. We don't have to watch all the video because it's about 30 minutes. I'm not going to show a video for 30 minutes, so let me just accelerate some of it, just so that you can see some of the change. So again, just part of Italy. Now we start to get into France, and then we start to go higher and higher. So right now we start again to start climbing into that. So this is Isola-de-Ville, which is a large ski resort in the Alos, which is another valley, and then you have to go over that pass, come down towards Barcelona, and then from there you can start to go towards the Col de Restefond. It was pretty brutal day.
What month is this?
Well, the Tour de France is doing in July, but they did not do that. Google did that before the Tour de France, because you'll still see some snow, and at the time there was no snow on the ground. But I think it is pretty interesting that again they would do this, you know, with their Google car, so that you would actually get an idea what the road looks like. So again, right here, you're starting to climb the Col de Restefond on the other side, and you pass some of the smaller villages. The average slope is about 7%, which does not seem like much, but when you have to do that for, you know, 200-300 kilometers, or maybe not 300 kilometers, but 200 kilometers, that's, I'm sure you get tired of this. Be that long. All right, that's all I had.
Those large houses in Barcelona, was that just for display? I mean, to show how much money they had, or did they really need that much space?
I think the idea was like, you know, show up how much you succeeded, and it's not just the outside that's pretty. The inside is very nice as well. I mean, architects from probably all over France came and were invited to build those houses. I mean, I don't know the names, but apparently you had very prestigious names of architects at the time that came to the valley to draw some of the hospitals. So they stayed here during the summer because it was cool, and then during the winter they would then leave the valley. Don't want to stay with the cold and winter, and then go on the French Riviera for the summer. Yes.
Do people drive on the left side or the right side? Because when you show us the video, we didn't see any coming cars from the other side. So I just
we drive on the right side. But at that time of the year, because it's not a touristy season, you don't have too many cars. I think that's the main reason why. But otherwise, during the summer, like I said, you can see hundreds of cars and cyclists, riders from pretty much all over Europe coming in and trying to do that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, just for announcements, next week, no presentation due to spring break. The last presentation for this semester will be on April 26th, and that will be Mexico by Monica Zavala sitting over there. So see you all there. Thank you. Hi, we're here today with Monica Zavala, and she's going to be presenting next week. We're here to catch up and ask a few questions. So Monica, why don't you just go ahead and quickly introduce yourself to the audience, something about your major and stuff like that.
Hi, my name is Monica, and I'm going to be presenting Mexico. I'm a graduate student here at Fresno State. I have my MA in linguistics. Yep.
Alright, so that's a little bit about Monica. You're going to present in 2 weeks' time, if I'm not mistaken, since it's spring break next week.
Yeah.
Are you excited about presenting?
I am excited and nervous.
Oh, no, okay.
So, yes, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, we are looking forward to it too, because she's a very good presenter, even though she's nervous right now. I'm sure she's going to ace it on that day. Finally, can you tell us a little bit, just a few things about what you're going to touch in your presentation?
Okay, some of the things I'm going to talk about will be, I guess, the culture, the food, the best places to visit Mexico, maybe some beaches that people will be interested about. I don't know, the highlights, for example, landscapes. I'll give a list of probably of places that you should visit if you go.
Wonderful.
So these are some of the things, maybe some surprises.
Wonderful, wonderful. Did you all hear that? Surprises and beaches and landscapes. So ensure that you get yourself to room 2206 on April 26, 2 to 3 p.m. Alright? See you guys later.